Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we are going to be looking at the UNSC Spartan 3 Customizer Pack. I got this through Discord from a user named SovPlanetary24. So thanks to him, because this set never showed up in my area. I don't know if I just missed it and it showed up for only a brief period of time, or if it just didn't show up at all. But I have never seen it in my Dollar Generals. I never saw it in Ross. I never saw it in Target. It was just non-existent. So, thanks to SovPlanetary24, I was able to get my hands on it, and I'm very excited to take a look at it because it has a purple Spartan. Well, actually, like 1 2/3 of purple Spartans. So, yeah, because we got the full purple Spartan and the chest pieces and then the extra heads and all that. Then we got a very nice green Spartan, too. Well, it's a Spartan 3 as well, not a Spartan 2. Got some nice weapons. And this is set up just like the other Spartan Customizer Pack I reviewed. This is just the most recent one. I think it is the third one. We had the first one, which was a red and green. No, this is the fourth. We've had one that had a lime green and red Spartan. The one that I reviewed, which had the tan and blue. And then we had a more recent one that was white and yellow. And now we have this one. So that's pretty cool. We've got the Halo, what is that? Halo 2 Chief? Or Halo 3 Chief? I think it's Halo 3 because he's got the scar. Around the back, get a look at some of the armor combinations, the weapons, and there's a brute pack as well. So let's go ahead and get this open. Since this is a blister pack, it is going to be pretty much impossible to keep it intact. Basically, the only thing that I need to keep intact is the barcode, just in case I need replacement parts. Sometimes they'll ask for like the set code or whatever. So let us destroy this lettuce. Sometimes when I'm trying to say things on camera, it comes out sounding very odd. Especially if I'm trying to also focus on pulling things out of a package. There we go. They're all in there. And then we've got our instructions. Not like we really need instructions. It's just kind of showing how the figure goes together and how to put the lid on the box. You know, that's really, really hard, guys. Make sure you pay close attention to this step, or else you might put the top on wrong. And then we've got all of the figure parts. Interesting. They actually have part numbers for the figure parts, because usually how Mega does it is one figure, that'll just be the parts. So, like, say I got the purple guy out, and he had a defect on the head. I would have to get a whole replacement one of these figures. But if I had a defect on, say, the purple Carter head, I could just order the purple Carter head. Interesting. So let's go ahead and pull these out. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. So I gotta angle it like this, and then take the top, and then kind of just place it on like that. Oh, wow. That was really complicated and really hard. Oh, wait. There's stuff in here. Oh, some stands. Wait. Make sure I'm doing this right. Did it twice. Wow. That's impressive. So we've got our stands, and then we have a chest plate. Another chest plate. Our green figure. Got some shoulders. Whoa, come back. This can be dangerous. If you press on the back and it catches just right, you can accidentally turn a part into a missile, especially these heads. If I were to push and not put my finger in front of it, I would rocket them off into the great beyond. Carter head. This is a little bit odd. There's not any of the extra print that we usually see on commando helmets. JFO. I'd like to eventually get my hands on all the different colors of, excuse me, of JFO and do a comparison, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Plenty of shoulder armor. Get out! Get out! And then, yeah, last shoulder armor. We have our energy sword. Okay, it just came right out. Chest plate. June chest plate. And then, that's a Noble 6 chest plate, I think. And then we have our operator. That's quite the pile of stuff. Okay, we got everything a little bit more organized. Got all the parts laid out. So let's go ahead and we will take a look at the green guy first. So obviously we have our container, and again, just make sure you keep your instructions nearby so that when you open the container, you know how to close it again, because that's so complicated and definitely needs to be in the instructions. The stock figure that comes just straight out of the package is pretty darn cool. He's got a tactical shotgun, which is cool. And then he's really beefy. He's got 2 of the security shoulder armors, I think. I think that's what that is. And I really don't need to say this, but this is definitely a Reach-themed armor pack. And then the chest piece is all painted up really nice. All those shells look fantastic. The air assault head is done super well. The visor is just amazing. And then all the black is done really well. The only complaint that I really have is the fact that the torso swivel is super loose. I can easily fix that. You just pop the torso off, paint some super glue around the peg, let it dry, and then pop it back on. That is a little annoying just right off the bat. Gray, kind of a stone gray for the lower arms and legs, and then around the back. Just plain. So that's pretty cool, but we've got some more options. So also included is an EVA helmet and a, what is this, Mark 4B helmet, aka Noble 6's helmet. Then we have one of the like commando shoulder armors, a default shoulder armor, what is this, air assault shoulder armor, and then I don't know what this one is. I don't know. And then we have the Noble 6 chest plate. I don't know the official name of it, but it's got a painted knife, which is fantastic. And then we have the like commando chest plate, which has all these pouches and the knife and some little extra like undersuit printed up, which is also great. So we can do some customs. I can't speak. I'm losing my words here. I was wondering if I can make kind of an Emil, because we have the shotgun, we have the proper shoulder armor. I guess this would probably be the closest to what Emil actually has. So, like that, ta-da, we have a green wannabe Emil. He's even got the shotgun. So that's pretty cool. Not bad. That visor for the EVA is pretty well printed up. There's a few dings in it, but not bad. So we could obviously just pop. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if we can. So Noble 6's head won't go on. That's kind of a bummer. I don't know why. I might have to do some modifications. So that, I guess that's what it would look like. Dang it, that's a bummer. That's a it won't go on. Well, I guess we'll try some of the chest plates then. Oh, also I wanted to drag in the green Carter from the new what is that? What's the name of it? The Infection helmet, and show you that's pretty much the same green, but this one's printed up. So if you wanted to upgrade this guy, you could easily just steal this chest plate. Actually, you know what? I will do that so you can see. But first, let's put on this chest plate here. I think all of these back plates are pretty much the same. What's going on? Line up. There we go. Alright, so we've got that on, and then let's put on a commando shoulder, and then let's put on the default for this side. And then whoa. Then we will put the air assault head back on. So that looks pretty nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that other chest plate on this dude so you can see if it makes the figure better. Well, if I can get this chest plate off. Clearly, I've never taken it off before. Didn't really see reason to. Pop that on. I'm curious, will the Noble 6 head fit here? It just doesn't. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, look at that. That's actually great. That was the one kind of big complaint I had with that helmet, was the fact that the chest was just blank. And this pack fixes that problem. Now there's just the blank one needing some paint. And look how good they look side by side. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's great. So let's try the other chest plate on. Pop that off. Pop that off. This is just the Noble 6 one. I would have put the Noble 6 head, but obviously the head won't fit. Don't know what's going on. So that's pretty good looking. The custom that I have from JKT Customs uses this combination of head and chest plate. But let's put the EVA on here to see how that works. That works pretty well. Yeah. This wants to just stay on there. So let's pop the air assault shoulder, aka the one that Master Chief now uses for some odd reason. Whoa, come back. And we'll put this on. That's a pretty good combination. Personally, the air assault is my favorite out of all of these helmets, but the EVA does look pretty nice. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of options here, and we have that extra bonus of being able to upgrade the Carter, green wannabe Carter from the Infection helmet. So that is pretty good. What is not pretty good is the fact that this head won't fit on a torso. I don't really know what's going on there. That's a bit of a bummer. And here is our purple Spartan. Once again, we have the container. Instructions are required to be able to put this top on. So the stock Spartan uses what appears to be pieces of George. So he's got George's lower legs. He's got George's like whole chest get up, one of his shoulders, and then he has an operator helmet, which I really love the operator helmet. I think it looks really cool. And this one is one of the best that I've seen, honestly. The purple looks great. The print for the extra, like, whatever this is up here, looks great. And the visor is absolutely fantastic. It is just the right color to stick out against the purple, but also blend in the best way possible. There is like a little bit of gold on the visor. I don't know what happened there, but I guess a little bit of extra paint got on there. It's just a tiny little spot, so that's not bad. And then the chest is printed. We've got the like tank thing that George has on there. It's all painted up in nice silver. And then we do have George's lower arms, and I'm not used to this lower arm. It looks a little odd in some places. Also, this hand likes to bobble slightly in the wrong direction. Not bad. I don't think I'll really have to do anything with it. It just kind of is a little bit rotated off to the side. Or maybe that's just the way this... No, I think what it looks like is this got a little bit soft when it shouldn't have and melted downward slightly, so now it looks a little bit awkward. But it's not bad. This kind of off-white is the same off-white that came on like the Halo Infinite Gungnir from the blind bags. So that's pretty cool. Gives you some part swapping options. Then we got an energy sword. The new style in a dark blue. It's a pretty common piece, but it's always great to get. And then, again, the waist swivel is kind of loose, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And for extra parts, we have a June chest piece with the painted up, like, camo netting. The little pack back here isn't painted up, but the webbing is, which is pretty cool. Then we have a purple, like, Noble 6 chest plate with a painted knife. As for helmets, we have a Commando, which we'll bring this green Commando in again. Look at that. There's no, like, black on the purple, which is weird because Commandos almost always have this extra black print. That's kind of what makes a Commando. But this one is just plain purple with the visor. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I think that's a little bit weird. Then we have a JFO, which looks as fantastic as the operator. That's just really cool. And like I said, I'd like to eventually do a comparison of all the JFOs, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So we've got a shoulder armor here. This is one of June's with like the extra sniper bullets. No paint, but that's fine. Oh, then we've got June's other one with the knife, which is also not painted. Then we have a Commando. The Commando shoulder is really just super cool. There's a shoulder that looks very similar to it in Destiny. Zavala uses it. And then we have whatever this is. It's kind of like the Air Assault, but bigger. So let's see what kind of combinations we can make. So I think I want to try the June chest piece. Also, in case you're wondering, you cannot... oh, come on. There we go. You cannot put the George backplate onto any other chest piece other than the George chest piece, which is a little bit of a bummer because it'd be cool to have like this collar on some other ones, but that is not an option. The molds aren't done that way. So I'll pop that on. Looks good. Let's put on a Commando shoulder and this other one, whatever this thing is. It came on the Heroes Noble 6. Then we'll put on the JFO head. The JFO head kind of sticks really hard, and it's also kind of a lighter purple. That's odd. But it looks pretty cool. Then we can pop the Carter head on. The Carter head, too, is this lighter purple. That's... Oh, I'm getting too close. That's a little weird. It doesn't show up real great on the camera, but it is slightly different. So that's interesting. Let's slide off this shoulder and pop on a June shoulder. That's cool. Let's try the other chest plate. Ugh, come on. Alrighty. This is just the Noble 6 chest plate. I know I keep taking the figure off camera, but it's easier to put them together that way. Okay, and then let's put the operator helmet back on. I think the operator helmet is my favorite out of all of these options, but that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty darn cool. Now, I'm curious about something, so hang on just a second. So what I want to know, is this the same purple as on Spartan Griffin? Whoops. Set him aside. Grab this. It's a bit hard to tell. I'm not sure that they're the same color exactly, but they're so close that you could easily mix and match the parts and have it be fine. So, like, for instance, if we pop off Griffin's head, put it on here, that does not look weird at all. Same goes for this. Whoa, that actually looks really nice. So that's cool. We've got some customizing options for the purple Spartans. You know, if you've watched any of my other videos where I'm talking about Spartans, you know that I really think we need more purple Spartans and more pink Spartans, because Mega has the coolest hot pink that they use for some of their Spartans and the coolest purple. Look at that. We need more of this. This is perfect. So here's kind of the final results of my customizing. I decided I really did like the whole double security shoulder thing, so I went with that and then the commando chest plate. And then for this guy, I went with the operator helmet paired with the June chest plate, commando shoulder, and then the one with the sniper bullets. So I think that's really cool. I really like this pack. I like how many options we get, or how many options we would have usually, because for the green guy, we did have a whole helmet option knocked off because of how the head just doesn't fit. I don't understand. Now, you know what? I just had another thought. Hang on just 1 second. I realized because these figures have the same undersuit colors, you can actually switch the lower arms and the lower legs. So look at this. The purple dude gets a full like Spec Ops look because he's so dark. And then the green dude gets more of a camo look because he's got the green and the tan. So I think that's great. I absolutely love that. I'm going to keep them this way because this just looks absolutely fantastic. And that's something that this customizer pack has over the previous ones, is that this is reach, so they have the different color lower arms and lower legs, whereas the previous ones have been like all blue or all green, all red, whatever. And so you'd mix and match and then have like a half of one color, half of the other. But this is perfect. You can just pop the legs off, pop the arms off, switch them over, and you get some fantastic combinations. This is great. This is... I cannot believe that I did not hunt this down sooner. This is an absolutely fantastic set. I highly recommend it. Oh, this is just so cool. And then let's drop this guy back in. Look at that. They pair very nicely. Oh, yes. And you get the fix for the torso for that guy. It's just a really good set. I really recommend you pick this up, especially since Infinite uses so much of reach, like armor. You have a bunch of options for your Infinite Spartans too. The purple pairs with the purple of Spartan Griffin. It's just a great set all around. I don't know how much it's going for on the aftermarket. It could be pricey. I don't know. I don't think it is, because you can still find it in some Dollar Generals. You can find it, I think, maybe in some Walmarts if you're lucky, maybe Ross. But for the most part, Dollar General seems to be getting it. So I recommend you go find this, because this is a really, really cool set, and it's a ton of fun to play around with. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.